Hare Krishna. Today let us try to see what is the mind. Generally the subject of mind is mysterious for normal people. But Bhagavad Gita starts explaining the mind from the very beginning itself. When I ask you, where is your hand? You will show like this. Where is the head? Will show like this. Right? Because these things can be seen and observed. But when I ask you, where is the mind? It is difficult to point it at one particular place. Generally we point it here, but here the brain is there, not the mind. Because mind is subtle. There are two kinds of existence. One is gross existence and one is subtle existence. So gross existence of our life is that which we see. Like we can see our skin, we can see the bones, we can see the body. So that is gross. And there are certain elements in the body which are subtle, sukshma, which we cannot see. And they are three: mind, intelligence and ego. Mana, buddhi, ahankara. So they are subtle elements, so it is difficult to see them, but we can feel their presence. Just like for example, when you take any electronic gadget like a computer or a smartphone, there is hardware and there is software in it. Hardware can be seen and touched, but software, you cannot touch it, nor can you locate its presence. It is there, it's functioning within the device. You may see it, see something on the screen which is moving, some video or some music which is playing. You can hear the gross sound, but we cannot see the software which is working behind inside the computer device in the CPU, right? So that's why the hardware is like the body and the software is like the mind, like the Windows software or the Android software. That's all like the mind. And beyond these two, there is our spiritual existence, which is the Atma, the soul. The soul is the operator or the controller of the gross and the subtle body, right? So the mind comes in the category of subtle body, sukshma sharira. And what does the mind has? Mind has got all the past thoughts and feelings and impressions. All the desires of the past are stored in the mind. If in the past one has cultivated negative desires or bad desires, then the bad thoughts are filled up in the mind. But if one has cultivated good thoughts and good desires, and the mind is filled with good thoughts. So according to one's past association and one's habit, the mind pushes a person to do a certain kind of activity. For example, the drunkard. He is addicted to drinking. So when he becomes addicted to drinking, he is helplessly dragged towards the bottle. And when he sees the bottle, he gets a desire and he helplessly picks it up and drinks it. So he becomes controlled by that bottle. He is out of his control. He cannot control himself. Similarly, a smoker, when he sees a cigarette packet, he becomes controlled by that small piece of cigarette and he starts smoking again. Sometimes we see that people get addicted to drinking and they get liver damaged and they go to the hospital, they're about to die, and somehow doctor helps them to recover. He comes out of the hospital with a warning: if you drink again, you will die. So one person, he was released like this. So for 2 months, he somehow controlled himself and he did not drink. But at one point of time, he happened to be in a situation where there was alcohol available. And then that small bottle controlled him and he drank it. And then he was again admitted to the hospital and within few days, he died. So this is our past habits, which one is addicted to. They control our life. So that's why the mind should be cleared of all these negative habits. But it's not very easy. It's very difficult. Because Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, actually Arjuna says in Bhagavad Gita to Krishna, Chanchalam he mana Krishna pramati balavadridam tasyaham nigraham manye vayo rivashu dushkaram. Krishna had given advice to Arjuna, please control your mind. and perform yoga. And Arjuna replied, it's not possible to perform this yoga system which I have told, because the mind is very disturbed, very chanchala. Chanchala means like a monkey. Monkey keeps jumping from one branch to another branch. It is restless. Similarly, the mind of a conditioned soul is restless, chanchala. Pramathi, it's also mad, just like a mad elephant. When the elephant becomes mad, it even throws vehicles far away. Balavad, it's very strong and obstinate. Dridavad, right? Chanchalam hi mana Krishna pramati balavad dridam tasyaham nigraham manye vayoreva shudushkaram. Arjuna is telling, I can easily control the cyclone or the tornadoes. I can stop it. But this mind, it is difficult to control. Right? So that's why the mind needs a higher power to control itself. So the mind can be controlled by the power of soul, by the power of scriptures and power of meditation. So that's why in our Vedic culture, meditation is so much emphasized. So this mind, when it's controlled, it becomes our friend, and we can easily overcome all these bad habits and thoughts which are lurking in our mind by this process of meditation. And the easiest process of meditation in this modern age is chanting of the mantras. By chanting the mantras, we personally chant this mantra, Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And repeatedly chanting these mantras, the viruses of the mind, all these bad thoughts are compared to viruses. They are removed, they are flushed out of the mind, and mind becomes clean. So this is the way to control the restless mind. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.